no time to get out of bond because I'm on that and some other shit. As a kid, I was hosting in clubs, you have no idea because I'm McLovin, bitch. I'm the same kid who would eat off the block and still getting food from the government. I go 30 for 30, the third I got 30, so now we just wait till the buzzer hit.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Not Cappin podcast. It's the main event, y'all. We got your boy Josh. We got yours truly, Sheem. Josh, we got another WWE champion
Yup, yes
again.
we do. Yes we do. Little hot potato happened.
You must have predicted it.
Yeah, I mean, the writing was on the wall for me, low key. Once that main event ended, and which it was I ain't gonna lie, it was a pretty decent main event. I can't lie. But when it happened, I stared at my TV and I was just like, why? Why? Because I already know where we were going, and here we are. Phil Brooks, CM Punk, new WWE champion.
I see I see he catching a lot of slack with everyone's like he now they consider him part time, and I'm like, well, he's just been off for 3 months, but they're revving him up. Essentially, from the reports I've seen, he's going to be carrying this thing close all the way down to Mania, allegedly, unless they decide to give the Golden Boy the title again. Which I'm glad I'm glad it was Punk. I would have liked to see something that we didn't expect, like how they I don't know if you've seen this from last night. Baron Corbin shows up out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Now, something like that I would like to see, but um, obviously, I mean, I really wanted to be. I wish they would have switched it up. Like maybe they could have fitted in. Obi would have came out, and that would have changed the whole complex. Oh, just because I didn't cash in on SummerSlam doesn't mean I'm not cashing in now. And Obi comes in and squashes him, walks out with the belt, and just leaves. That would have
True.
put everything on notice. Like now, Brock versus Obi is for the belt, and it really just that to me would have been completely off plan, off guard. No one has seen that coming.
That's a fact. I generally feel like when it comes to Oba, I mean, like, I feel like they're not gonna have him go for the WWE champion right away. I feel like he's gonna go after the world heavyweight because he already teased with Roman back at Crown. What is that King? At the King of the Ring tournament. I was about to say Crown
Mm-hmm.
Jewel. Um, so I think they're and it's been rumored like that's their big money match over in Roman, which I see, and maybe down the line, he could go against for the WWE champion, but I think it's gonna be for the world heavyweight. I think they're gonna just slowly creep him up there, um, to the top. But concerning Punk, I generally feel like if they're gonna make him hold the title up until Mania, um, they should capitalize on the heat he's getting right now. I feel like Punk should lean in. I'm not the biggest Punk fan I used to be, but I feel like he should completely lean into the whole corporate man Punk thing, like completely. Like, yeah, I rigged the system. I talked to USA. I spoken to the top brass in the company. I spoke to TKO, and I got my spot, and now I'm here. And I think he should slowly creep into that. Oh yeah, y'all really thought I was just. I told y'all from the beginning. I'm here to make money, not friends. And he should just lean into that if they want to make this even worthy of watching. Just slowly flip him heel, and then make him lean into the corporate. If they want to bring in Triple H in it, they want to throw in Rock, just make him like a corporate stooge and just be like, yeah, I don't care. And I feel like that's the big money. Have Cody probably fight under, or maybe a double turn at Mania. I wouldn't mind a double turn where Punk finally stops being heel, turns back face, but Cody's the one to go heel. Probably goes corporate too, and do a little authority storyline over again. Since they like recycling stories so much, just bring back the authority. You feel me? And just run it like that. Do a double turn at me up, and boom. Because I know they're slowly teasing Cody heel too.
Yeah, they've been teasing that boy for forever. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of feuds, because apparently the main reason is USA has been dying to get Punk on SmackDown. Um, Only issue is, I mean, him and McIntyre I think had a great feud, but don't really want to re-see that again. Um, I want him. I kind of want to see him against some young legs, man. Like pause.
Everybody's feeling
Like
that right now.
yeah, like Switch. I'm so mad that they freaking reunited the freaking Blink again, and I want to see him and Braun and eventually him in a match with Trick. I want to see where reincorporating the youngins that we bought up. Montez Ford has been sitting there. Carmelo, like they've been there for some years. It's time to start getting the next levels. Like, I know I just mentioned the Baron Corbin. Ain't no one in their mama want to see Trick Williams and Baron Corbin feud. Like,
Yeah, nah. If Baron Corbin, me honestly, if here's my little booking. If I was backstage and I'm booking the show, I would have had Baron Corbin pulled up on Raw. And I know this is beating a dead horse, but he has chemistry with Braun Breaker as the dogs from NXT. They were when them two was in NXT as the dogs and NXT champions, they were actually like the crowd was popping for them. And Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker made Baron Corbin step up his work rate in the ring. Now
yeah,
you see this dude doing all types of moves in the ring. Like he's not a normal big guy. Like he's one of them what would you call it? Like speed adjacent big dogs like Braun Breaker
mhm.
where like he's flying through across the ring and all that, doing planches and all that. So I would have had him boom, just slide in for Logan, slide in for Austin Theory, until Bronson Reed come back. You know, I feel like that would have been the best bet, but they rather him on SmackDown. He's gonna get lost in the shuffle. Mark my words. 3 6 months down the line, he's gonna get lost in the shuffle again. Why? Because they have too many stars on that show. So Baron Corbin
And
is just gonna
him
be hot for a
and
hot minute.
I didn't understand it because now once again we don't get Carmelo and Trick's moment again. Um, oh, I like this. Whoever put this on here, hold on, Josh. I need to address this. So Naomi, I definitely agree with you. We hinted on this. Shout out to Kevin. We hinted on this on our last show about how Rhea gets to do what she wants to do, and she doesn't have to drop a belt or anything. She what are we, Josh? We're a month and some change now since Rhea's been.
Something like that. Yeah, no, it's
um,
ridiculous.
I definitely agree with you, Kevin, on that. I mean, it's a lot of backstage politics. I know Jade caught some heat, but I don't think Jade lied about how Rhea openly complains and this, that, and other. I don't think Jade lied about that at all.
I'm telling you, it's creative control, man. Some of these big stars just have too much creative control, and
Kev is
it
dropping some bangers. WWE brings back Baron Corbin, but they can't find TV time for people. I definitely agree.
yeah,
Um, I don't. I personally, me and Josh just said we don't understand where they're going with the Baron Corbin. I don't. To me, Baron Corbin was lackluster on the mic when he was in the WWE. You're gonna give him against Trick Williams to what, and then you kind of squash him and Carmelo's thing. I don't want to see a triple. Come on, now ain't nobody want to see another. We just. I feel like that's another thing that is such much as we talk about like the title, what is up with them in these just triple threat matches when they don't know
triple
what to
threats.
do with the other person? Hey, let's put them in the triple threat. Let's put it like that is the
Mhm.
default thing to do. I I don't. I personally don't understand it. Even the Intercontinental Champion, I think at this point, I see a lot of people. Um, Dang, but who's baby Kurt Angle? What was his name?
Chad Gable.
Yeah, like, are we? Is he ever gonna get his run? Like, give him like. I love Penta, but Penta done did his bid with the title. Like, let's keep it pushing. There's so much talent to, but like, I wouldn't mind to see him versus like. I want to get to a point where like after this Seth in Roman thing, I want to see the new blood come in. Like I want to see Seth, like Seth and like I told you, Seth and Breaker gave a 5-star match. I knew that was gonna be great. But I want to see Seth versus, Trick, Seth versus all the youngins, and let's really start putting pedal to the gas with this. Um, you know what? We don't go this. Who do you feel career is wasted more out of Montez Ford and Carmelo?
Montez. I only say
Um,
Montez because Montez is creeping up in age.
yeah.
And it's I've been watching Montez and Dogs Street Profits since what was that? NXT 16, 17, 18 probably. Um, they've been a tag team for some time, like New Day time, and he had his moment in the chamber, and he was starting to strike, the iron. Feel me? Where Montez was really, and then for some odd reason, they're like, nope, and a tag team, nope, and a tag team. WWE ain't gonna beat the allegations that they just don't view black stars as. It's just
Yeah.
Oba Femi because Oba Femi's just he was able to break through that ceiling of I'm just more than my color. But Montez is like I don't know. And I don't know if they have a feeling where they have too many people that are trying to emulate their older stars, like for example, LA Knights in the position season, because he mimics too much of Stone Cold and The Rock. I feel like Montez somewhere in that light too, where it's like, you're trying to be like this guy, but you're not that guy. And like I said, Trick is like kind of breaking that ceiling too. But I feel like it's gonna happen. The Trick, where Trick is kind of taking those Hollywood rock elements and making it into his own. Like they just gave him a fur title, which
I'm
looks, in my opinion, that it looks ugly.
I'm scared, Josh, because I definitely think going off your point, Kevin, that Trick and Carmelo should have been on SummerSlam. Maybe we get them on SummerSlam, but I feel like that's gonna be a triple threat match. I'm scared because the same thing where I'm curious to see what they're gonna do Oba after Brock. I want to see Trick in a legit feud, like where we're still building him up. Yes, we know he has everything and more, but I'm gonna be. I didn't care for him and like Sammy thing was kind of okay. We're establishing him for the people who don't know who he is, but him and Carmelo, they can. I like Yachty to a sense, but I still think Trick and Obi is gonna be your next level tier stars. I want to see the next, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just scared that he's holding this United States title with no good feuds, no anything that's still getting him to build up. Remember when Breaker had the US and then they took it off him, and then now we don't Breaker's just, caught in that the stupid freaking thing. But I'm just scared that for you to bring back Braun Breaker, I'm not Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin. Are we really finna have him and Trick fight for 3 to 4 months?
I
Like,
hope not. But I know I feel like because here's the problem we're running to. We have Trick, Baron Corbin, Carmelo, possibly in a triple threat SummerSlam. Here's another triple that's gonna happen. The WWE champion, Punk, Cody, Sammy. Sammy has a legitimate right to that title. He just lost it. We might have literally two triple threat matches on 2 nights, probably the same night. It's ridiculous. for even say, for sakes, I say for the make it a fatal four way at least with Gunther involved for the WWE title. But as far as Trick goes, like I don't know. I need to what you were saying. I need to see Trick in a feud. I need to see that side of him. I've seen it before, but not to an extent where it's like, yo, I need to beat you. Like I need to pummel you right now.
Right.
And he's just chilling. And I like him and Yachty. I feel like Yachty having Yachty as a low key mouthpiece helps Trick a little bit more. So his catchphrases doesn't go stale.
Yeah.
Feel me? I feel like that's he's riding on that right now, and it's not good or bad, but I feel like Yachty having as a mouthpiece kind of helps him stops using the catchphrase before it gets worn out, before it gets dried out, because it's only a matter of time before it's like, okay, Trick Williams, Lemon Pepper Stepper, United States champion, flashy diamond slash legend, all that extra. Like something needs to change at some point, and for me, I would love to see the aggression side of him. The only time I seen it out of him is when he was in NXT against Dragunov and then Carmelo. So he needs to build up chemistry with other people, and because when he does move over to Raw, or he does move up in the upper mid card or even main event status level programs, he's gonna need to learn how to talk for a while because, as we know, WWE majority is very promo heavy. So those are the two things for me. I would like to see Trick more. The Trick needs to widen his promo range and just show a little bit more aggression, and we're good.
I definitely agree. Um, I want to say we talked about this like 2 weeks ago, Josh, about Jordan Grace. Didn't one of y'all say she got hurt or something?
Yeah, she's current. I don't know what type of injury. I don't know if it's like ACL or MCL type of thing. But yeah, I want Jordan Grace to come back. Jordan Grace will be a breath of fresh air for that. I say throw her over on Raw when she does return. I feel like she'll fit on more on Raw than more in SmackDown. I feel like SmackDown's women's division is
You can say the
way
whole. Well, you can say the whole women's.
the
It's
whole women's division as a whole, but I feel like the Raw women's division needs Jordan
just,
Grace more. And when Bianca's 9 months is, well, I can't even say 9 months off the bat because she's probably gonna take like extra a year or 6 months
I
after
don't
she
think
gives
we're
birth.
getting Bianca to 2028.
Yeah,
I
but
hope
eventually,
before.
I rather Bianca move over to
Yeah.
SmackDown. Naomi can come back on Raw. Jordan Grace should move over to Raw and rebuild both women's division up to its feet.
I know her and Trick got married, but I I have no idea what her
Well,
or
actually, yeah, she was stuck with Nia Jax.
yeah, not I don't um I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, we talked about this. Another thing where I don't like how they just slam people in the tag team. I
Hmm.
think she's I don't know how to explain this, but she had a great rumble. But I knew it scared me because she was so great in the rumble that they were gonna kind of put her on the back end because well, I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't think a lot people understand is look at the look of the women's that they're putting belts on. That a lot of people ain't scared. They're not seeing the scary side of it. A lot of these they're making them drop the weight, kind of look like Barbie dolls, and they got a certain look. Lash Legend, she's built. Um, Naomi, I'm kind of curious to see what they do, but I mean, we even see it with Jade, where every woman that is more built, and y'all can figure out why I'm talking about this, they are intentionally kind of shifting away from them. Um,
I see
Look
that.
at all the WWE divas now, where that got belts on them. They want them very skinny and have these made up bodies, and I am so disgusted because me and Pops talk about this where I think the women got more talent than the men's right now. And I'm just so upset because they just it doesn't make sense. Like we said, Liv is holding her belt, hasn't defended her belt. Okay, hey, guess what? Rhea is not even on the TV. She's not even cutting promos at this point.
And they're just both of them are holding up the division.
And my bad,
It's
I'm
like
gonna
they
let you go here in this.
have their favorites.
Yeah, no,
My
definitely.
fault.
No, you good. I am so, and then my main two I'm so disgusted is with freaking Raquel and Roxanne. What are we doing with them? I am so disgusted that we've been teasing that Roxanne doesn't fit in, but she doesn't turn. Raquel, she's another one who had a great rumble 2 years, like, and they won't, but I think it's because she doesn't fit the catalog that they want. And I am so disgusted because unless I'm tripping, I think Raquel, you were gonna. They kept clothing her to be this Kevin Nash, this big sexy, this that and other. Why not let her flip and completely wash Liv to build up her, and then you can see her and Jade, her and Last Legend, her because she's a bigger female, so it looks better. I don't, Josh. Unless I'm missing something, I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea.
I can tell you right now who are their favorites: Liv, Rhea, Stephanie, Tiffany, um, and I know they're waiting on Bianca. They're waiting on Bianca because Bianca was making money for them. Bianca was printing free money for them,
Yeah,
and I feel like they're just waiting for those five names, or though like I said, Stephanie to get plugged back in, Rhea to get plugged back in. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting on Naomi to get plugged back in too, because she was, like I said, she was striking while the iron is hot.
hmm,
I don't know. I feel like they might be had when she announced she was pregnant. I was like, wrong time to do it because they
right.
could look at it as like we just gave
You
you
was
the
getting
title
her.
and you just dipped out like that. So I feel like when she comes back, they're just gonna shove her down for that one reason. And I don't know. It's weird. I can tell they're waiting for certain players to come back in to then say, now we're doing something. I think Stephanie's very close to her return, and I
But it
think
makes me
possibly
wonder: is she just coming in
SummerSlam.
snatching the belt back?
Very, very well possible. Very well possible that she could come in and just snatch it all
Because
up.
for them to have Liv with nothing, it makes me think she's literally just gonna. Stephanie is gonna take the title, and then they're gonna let her pick back off where she left because
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I'm just curious. Only reason I say Roxanne is because the angle that they're building. I don't think, obviously, she's not as polished as the top tier divas, but why not give her and Liv, not saying like once they get the belt off of Liv, let her fight, build her up. Like, if you're gonna tease, this is my whole problem I have with these groups, and we're gonna switch over to the tag champs in a second, but if you're gonna tease these groups into top tier status, everyone needs to be on their game and everyone needs to be in the active storyline. Like that is the main reason to switch over to the Blink as they win the tag champs again. I don't. Are we ever getting rid of them, or are they just like the Judgment Day, where they're just gonna?
They're waiting for Bronson. They're keeping it alive because they're waiting for Bronson to come back.
But then what do you do when Brunson wasn't even? They didn't give Brunson 101 shots, so I don't.
I feel like that's the plan, especially Nas. He lost excuse me, he
Yeah,
lost a ton of weight, so they might. But I could sense it. They teased a breakup, but the breakup didn't happen. Maxine Dupree's now plugged in. Bronson is very close to return. We could see Bronson Reed come back at some. I predict either Stephanie Vakir or Bronson Reed return at SummerSlam.
yeah.
Like the way they've been so stagnant the last few months, and you can kind of feel like, oh, okay, y'all just waiting. waiting for these people to return so then y'all could start picking where the steam left off.
Well, I hope
And
so.
I feel like that's lazy creative.
Yeah, I mean they always are. I mean, I seen that they were saying both nights of SummerSlam is nowhere near close to being selling out. I mean, people are tired, man. I mean, it's I would not go to in person show at this standpoint. We're gonna talk about probably one of our favorite guys here now. Freaking Gunther, man. Him and Nick Aldis. Josh, we've been saying this for months, and we know it. They have officially ran out of everything with Gunther. Are we really gonna get him and Nick Aldis at SummerSlam?
More than likely. More than likely. This is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about because they had the money going. Like I said, they threw in Goldberg retired. They threw in John Cena retired. They threw in AJ Styles retired. They tried Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio said, "Ain't working for me, brother." Then I was like, "Okay, Brock, you're about to retire." Brock was like, "That ain't working for me, brother." And now here we are, where the whole card is literally messed up, jumbled, confuddled because one person didn't want to get in the ring with another person because to them it didn't make sense. And now the stock, you literally just plummeted somebody's stock just because. And I'm not happy about that because what people are acting like Gunther is just a chop fest guy. That's his thing is old school. His thing is I'm not finna jump off the top rope. I'm not finna do flips. I'm not finna be everybody's flavor of the month. Gunther's that old school Taker said it like, yo, Gunther should be everything that company should want right now because it's so different. And yeah, I get it. He's not one of those guys that, like I said, like a Cody Rhodes who's willing to wake up 4 a.m. to do media, to do all these media runs, interviews, et cetera, brand promoting. But he's still a top guy. He's a heel and a top heel at that. You know what I'm saying? They could have ran him and Seth. He could have him and Seth could have ran something. Roman, he's on Raw. I don't know why they had to plug him in on SmackDown. Like I said, it's so much convolutedness concerning Raw and SmackDown. It's I don't know. I don't know what Gunther. I don't
I'm
know how they
just
can even bring back Imperium. I don't know. Bring back Imperium, Dragunov. I don't know, and it sucks because I like I've been rooting for Gunther for time.
I was telling Pops is he was like, there's no way he can revert all the way down. I hope I'm wrong, but you remember what that man named Vladimir uh
Vladimir Kozlov
I am
from back in the
scared
days.
that I know Gunther's resume is a lot better than his, but I feel like we're gonna get to that category after this Nick Aldis. I don't see how he gets back right into the title picture. And I just feel like he's just gonna, like we said, if everyone's dodging him, and it's the main reason I didn't think they should have. I think they messed up with the Cena thing. Um, Honestly, I think they should have kind of steered off and let like Orton or something got Cena something if they were gonna do that and switch Cena and Orton feud to the end, and then it would have been a better trade off. And then I don't think, like we said, you may have been able to send Brock with Gunther because now Gunther's character is like automatic. If I get in the feud with you, he has to go over. And now you're kind of backtracking because he's retired all these legends in a short period of time, and now there's no one to build a great storyline between them because he's probably on the few list of. I think him and McIntyre to me is probably the two best heels. Um, there's a whole bunch. Roman at this point, we don't, he's kind of in the middle. Seth is like in the middle. Punk's in the like, and we don't have no
That's a little
set bad
middle.
guys. And like we said, at this point, where you have built someone's resume that much, he can't just be fighting, like no disrespect, but say if he went down to fight Trick, you would say that's a downhill because he's at supposed to be top tier status, but he's not fighting in no title. So I just don't know where you can reasonably go with him without killing him. Pops is right.
Yeah, there people are saying like I've been seeing online like they're siphoning. They're just literally siphoning
Yeah.
every ounce, every bit. Yeah, the same. Gunther momentum dropped a lot. Like I'm growing. I'm at my boiling point when it comes to WWE. Like I feel like SummerSlams, or next year WrestleMania is like the final straw of depending on where we're at. Unless I see Oba Femi as world champion, Trick Williams in the upper mid card or main event status quo. If I don't see that, man, I'm taking my talents to AEW, man.
Yeah. Like we said, it's definitely past due time to stop recycling the same things because there's so many matches we can see. I'm curious to see, I'm very high on Jacob and Solo. I'm curious to see where they even go with this nonsense because I get the whole rebuilding the bloodline, but there's too much talent that you can have one fashion having all the belts. And Solo, to me, I know a lot of people probably don't disagree. I think Solo's on the main tier at this point. So I don't know what you can do with him at this point. Jacob, love Jacob to death. I feel like this whole enforcer thing is kind of him taking a step back to me personally because you were making him the lone wolf. Now he's in a group,
Hmm.
and then you're gonna make him take a step back. And then the Usos thing, I'm sorry. I was a big fan of the Jey Uso movement. It has stalled. I don't need to see him yeeting everywhere. Like it is so overly done. Then Jimmy's by his soul. Big Jimmy. You can't be Big Jimmy. You haven't done anything on your own. And I do not need to see Jimmy versus freaking LA Knight. I don't need to see it. I don't. What are they fighting for? I don't need to see it.
Watch it be Survivor Series, War Games, where we
I
see
don't even know.
the bloodline against like LA Knight, Solo Sokoa, Oba Femi if they're gonna start teasing that Roman feud. It's gonna happen. I see the writing on the wall. They're just gonna they're literally just recycling everything that they already
Yep,
did.
already done. To answer your question, pops. We Josh was saying that we think they're gonna give him. He's gonna be added into the triple threat match more than likely because that's their favorite thing to do, and that's gonna be his rematch. Is they'll be Punk, him, and Cody Rhodes probably for a triple threat at SummerSlam. Um, I know you hate this one. I'm about to say Obi versus Brock again.
Hell in a Cell.
Hold
Hell
on.
in a Cell.
Hold on. Did you
This
see?
this
Hold on. Hey.
yo, nah, it's facts. He's not lying. Like, what are we doing?
My bad, Josh. But yeah, the Obi versus Brock, that had me weak.
yo, pertaining that, I'll let it slide for the simple fact it's Hell in a Cell, and this better be it for Brock. Like, this has to be it because seen a lot of people saying online like Brock, he looks so happy, like he looks like he enjoys working with Oba Femi, um, you know, and the match should be good. They have good chemistry together. The only reason that is happening is because Oba is a one-to-one copy of Brock Lesnar. Hate to say it, don't want to put that sting, but Oba's work style is very similar to Brock, and I think Brock wants to do the bare minimum for the highest pay, and that's why he slaughtered away from Gunther because he know if he got in that ring with Gunther, I'm not doing that German suplex bullshit all night. I'm not finna sit here and I'm gonna chop the hell out of you, bro. You're gonna have to take these hits. And you're gonna have to hit them. You're gonna have to take these hits, and I think that's the only reason why Brock decided to, use his creative control and go with Oba Femi. But this better be it. I need to see Oba go and climb on top of the cell and I don't know, throw him off. I know Brock ain't doing that. It's gonna be a very bare bones Hell in a Cell match, but this better be it. I need to see Brock put them gloves down, put them boots down, and call it a day. Call it wraps. Nice, cool, calm career. I'm not gonna say Brock is Hall of Fame status. I'm not gonna deny that, man. But it's time. It's time. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, wrap it up, hang it up, and let's move on. Let's actually focus on the next generation that's ahead. And that's the only reason why this match is happening is because Brock didn't want to get in the ring with Gunther. We probably could have been seeing Oba Femi versus Roman by now, but Brock got involved.
No, I mean, I definitely agree with you on there. I don't have any disagreements. It's just, I think it need to happen. Suppose this match should be at least 20 minutes since we build it up this much. Um, um, I definitely agree. Um, but this is once again that they're gonna. Well, I think the issue is. Let me go off of this right here. They put up the King of the Ring tournament had the right people, but they lack direction with all the people because the established people, you've already crushed them so much with the Finn Balor, LA Knight, to me, and Jay Uso are all three of the same type of, not saying in ring ability, but they've not already hit their peak, and then they weren't gonna do anything else with them. Um, would you have Penta and Trick with two champions on there that didn't need to be on there? Um, Braun Breaker made sense, but they didn't let him. And then for them to still give Seth a shot, um, they should have just let Seth won it and then let that do its due process. Because I hate to say it, and I know a lot of WWE fans are gonna get mad. This ain't the last time we're seeing Seth versus Roman. I just want to put that out there. Everyone, oh, they're gonna no, they're gonna.
I hope it is. Like I'm gonna hope it is because they spoken on it. Seth was like, "Yo, like this has to be it because these young kids they're gonna come through and they're gonna gun for us right away." And I hope that's very true. I don't know. Like I don't know what's their line of thinking for the next year. And it's not like to what you said, Jay, they had LA Knight. Um, in the same token, and it's like same thing with Sammy. They waited too long to say, "Oh yeah." we gave it to him. And then they realized, oh yeah, when they saw everything online, they were like, yeah, let's make him drop the title in 9 days.
I
For
definitely
what?
agree.
For what? Like when you had ample opportunity to do something different, it's like, and I get it. For the IWC, for the Internet Wrestling community, I get it. It's very wishy washy. Some people would have been like, for example, Sammy versus Roman at the Chamber in Toronto a few years ago. If they would have made Sammy win, the Roman fans would have been like, why? Like he's in the middle of a big ass title reign, and you're just gonna make him drop it to Sammy. I can see how it's a little conflicting of what do you do, how do you do it, but like I said, you run into these problems of you're answering to a lot of people, and I feel like that's the situation that we're in. You have TKO, then you have what Triple H wants to do, then you appeal to this, the stock market, and this and that and the third. It's so much things going on that it's convoluting everything down to the mid card level.
I think what you just said though, but how we was talking about it's too many hands in a cookie jar. Even though we have this illusion that Triple H is in control, he's not. And everything that they want and it would make sense is you got people who don't understand the art in the sport. And this is why I know people got mad at Vince, but he understood you don't show all the magic of the show. And now since they have made money everything, you can't even develop everyone because TKO doesn't even have patience to see, well, if these people took it here, imagine, see, my whole thought process is, and you watch NXT, Trick versus Obi 2-3 years from now is gonna be to me 10 times better. Which you can have Roman and Seth now, but they don't see the what happened if we build Breaker versus Jacob Fatu. Those matches to me are blowing the roof off the place. Um, Kevin said, "I want to see W's in the mid."
Yeah, I agree. Throwing like let the mid card run games, like like instead of it being like, for example, the Bloodline in War Games, or like Seth Rollins in War Games, or Cody Rhodes, and have LA Knight have majority of the mid card in War Games. I agree. To in order to showcase and build this um the mid card up. Like I said, you could have Braun Breaker on one side on War Games, and then you have Jacob Fatu on the other side of War Games. With Penta or LA Knight. Instead of the regular degular. I know they gotta make money. You gotta put the top stars in your big marquee matches. Like I said, too many hands in the pot. Um, but it's a weird space right now when it comes to WWE within itself, where it's like they don't know what to do. They don't know when's the right time to strike while the iron is hot. I have no words. I'm dumbfounded.
I definitely agree. How do you feel about the girl? I'm gonna be honest with you, pops. I don't even think it matters. I hate to say it like this. Me and Josh was talking about this earlier. The girls, yes, to me, I think the girls division has the most amount of talent. But giving them a show for them not to execute, what are we gonna see? 10 tag team matches? I mean, every every girl is clicked up to a T now, and then even I don't know if you've seen this, Josh, where Jade and them injured Alexa Bliss to like we've been teasing this match with her and Charlotte for how long now? Why didn't you put the strap on Jade and
No
like
title on the line.
I,
That's a big. We spoke like that was a big money match,
yes, easy.
and there's no title on the line. It's stuff like that where it's like, are we for where? Like
I
y'all
don't get
just
why
doing it
we
just for the.
go
I
ahead,
don't know,
Josh.
man.
I,
No, I was just saying like they're just doing it for the. Oh yeah, well here here. And it's like, no, we at least make it worth something. They're just fighting just to fight. Oh, you
Yeah,
hurt my best friend. Oh no. How many times a best friend got hurt? Come on now.
yeah. I don't. I definitely agree with you because I mean we're doing the same angle, and then we don't even know where we're even going with it. Like it, it
Facts.
doesn't it doesn't make any sense. And then the girls that I have never seen someone who was WWE champion on their own get a stable and ain't won a match, like hasn't won anything since. And then the stable, Jay doesn't need anyone. Charlotte and Alexa, I don't get. Alexa Bliss was already built on her own, but to me, they've killed Bliss's whole. I didn't understand why they didn't do her and Liv feud. I don't.
They had so many. Like I said, Liv could have been defended the title plenty of times, and they're just like, ah, ah, and it's just like, all right, bro. And about it. I'm about to be in watching the show.
I don't.
I wanna throw a curveball real quick,
Mhm.
and I don't think we spoke about this. How you feel about Sheamus being gone?
I'm upset because there's no more. I hate to say it like this, like grandfathered in people where Sheamus to me, I like that he took the stance of like how me and you've been talking about with the Miz, where I get the Danhausen thing is funny, but at this point in their career, they can actually still be working matches, still be getting people over. There's no excuse. Like, you know what? That was a great name. Sheamus, I would love to see him work with Trick. Because people forget Trick's 6'4". He's a bigger body.
Could have gave Trick that
Um,
aggression.
yeah, I would love to see that. I would have loved to see him and Miz feud. Like, there's a lot of guys that can still do stuff in industry. And then from what I heard, he wanted to become a Grand Slam champion, and they didn't let that happen. He should have never just kept getting squashed over for no apparent reason. I mean, Sheamus has always been legit. Um, he should at least been in the King of Ring, but I don't blame him for it. It's one of
Him and
those things.
Oba could have did. Him and Oba.
Yes,
Him and Oba could have been 1-to-1. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I saw that news broke, I was just like I get it because it's like they're not doing nothing with him. I heard somebody backstage of a high, like someone high on the hierarchy when it comes to backstage political, tried to like, yo, Sheamus is still that guy to TKO, and TKO was like, what? He hasn't even been on TV in like 6 months. What are you talking about? And they were like, we're not renewing his contract. I don't care. And Sheamus is gone. Not even a Grand Slam champ. But they give Sami Zayn a Grand Slam champion.
yeah, nah.
But someone who's been in that company for years, did time, put he had bangers with Drew McIntyre, Gunther, like, and that's how we do him. We do him like the New Day. Hey man, I told y'all this the last episode. It's time. It's time to broaden y'all ranges, and if y'all really love wrestling like y'all say y'all love wrestling, it is time to start heading over to TBS, HBO Max, because I guarantee you, New Day, Sheamus, they're going over to the competition. They're going over to AEW. And when I tell y'all, it's gonna be night and day. The Sheamus we see in the WWE is not gonna be the Sheamus we see in AEW, because
I
they
agree.
let them open up a bag. when New Day pull up, oh, you think New Day gonna be wrestling like New Day was wrestling WWE? Huh? They upping in that pace, and let SummerSlam, let WrestleMania be our final stake in that coffin for WWE. If y'all don't like the direction of where it's going, it is time to let it go, and it's okay to let things move on, and it's okay to let things pass, bro. It's just the cycle of life.
You're right. Um, are you looking forward to any match in particular at SummerSlam?
Oof. Um, the Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna keep it a buck
I was
because
gonna have to see what that.
that's where I'm holding on it. And Roman and Seth, I hate it. Roman and Seth, they have chemistry. I know that match is gonna be a banger. And uh, Cody and Punk, I know those are the three matches that they're billing for SummerSlam. Like, hey, this is the big money matchup right now. My only my only gripe right now, I don't want Oba and Brock to be opening SummerSlam.
I
But I
agree
know
with
it's gonna
you,
happen
but
because
is
Roman
it
and Seth need to
yeah.
have that spot. If I don't at least make it third on the card, I'll accept it if the Hell in a Cell is at least third on the card. Or I know it's a little bit too much, but at least second before the main event. But at least third on the card. We already had Brock and Oba opening the card for Night of Champions. Let them either main event and have Roman and Seth open the night up. And then we already know Punk and Cody's gonna main event night two. But there should be no reason Brock and Oba Femi Hell in a Cell should be opening free on ESPN for what? For what? Let it be third on the card. Let somebody else open up the card and get their spotlight, get the shine light on them, and then let it be third on the card. That's the only way I'm accepting that.
That's still be. I hope this is gonna be good. I'm gonna be optimistic. I really hope the Brock and Thing match. If we're gonna do Hell in a Cell, like I said, let's go all out on it. I don't need no 5 minute match in this Hell in a Cell. Like I want them to let's go all out on it. Let's go see
20
someone busted
minutes,
open.
20 to
Let's
25
see.
minutes.
Yeah, like I want to see this be it. Um, Let me ask you this: if you could pitch Triple H one female versus female match, current stars only, what would that match be?
Mm. Um, I would say female, female. Let it be Jordan Grace versus. I say Jordan Grace versus Rhea.
Hmm.
I've I've been watching Jordan Grace from like TNA before WWE absorbed up TNA. Jordan Grace was a former TNA world champion. Yes, I said she wasn't a women's champion. She was a world champion, which means she beat a man for that title. So she has a lot of talent. She's a lot of bulk. She's bulkier now, but she can go. She can go. I say Jordan Grace and Rhea can be that can give Jordan Grace a good platform to showcase her skills. The only thing for Jordan, same thing I have for Trick, promo game just needs to be upped a little bit more. Other than that, Jordan Grace is a okay for me. So Jordan Grace and Rhea.
I'm gonna take give me Jay versus Raquel. I don't like them. Let's see if they could put on a
That would be
banger
fire
match.
too.
Um, who's one person you would bring out of retirement today?
Retired AJ. I was gonna say Cena, but AJ, man, I feel like AJ retired at the wrong time. AJ at least could have had 2 more years in the bag.
I'm gonna give you one. You know what? Give me Batista. Batista actually bulked back
Batista's not
up.
a bad shout. Yo,
Give
I've
me.
been saying this for some time to
I
people, bro.
miss Batista. Yeah.
Batista and Brock, that could have been something. I wanted Batista versus Brock for time.
Obi. Yeah.
Oh man,
Um.
yo.
All right. We got our hot topic, our last topic for today. Out of all current champions, you can only name one. Who would you take a belt off of and who would you replace it with?
Get the belt off of Punk and put it on. Oof. Get the belt off Punk and give it to Gunther, man.
Hmm.
Give it to Gunther. I love what Roman's doing right now. I wouldn't, and I was gonna say Roman and Oba, but we're getting that, so something different. So I say get the belt off of Punk, get it on Gunther. I feel like Gunther is ready for that main title run. It's due time. Roman is still babyface. We need a strong heel as a champion. Gunther.
Um, I got a couple. Take off for Punk. Give me Braun Breaker. I want the youngest. Give me Braun Breaker. Take off for Roman. Give me Jacob Fatu.
That's not a bad
Um,
show.
I would like to see them too. Um, and if not Jacob Fatu, I'm gonna say this until it actually happens. Put it on Solo. I really believe Solo has a lot of untapped potential that we haven't seen yet. And then anyone can take the belt off of any of the females because the females don't even defend their belt. So
If I do have to say for the females, I would say take the belt off of Liv, throw it on Sol Ruka. But I know Sol Ruka needs some time now that she's IC champion. Um, but yeah, like I think we just need to overhaul those stars. I feel like a lot of the old stars are just taking too much heat on the roster.
that's facts. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I think I missed this one here before we get out of here. Um, no, wrong one. WWE moving too fast, not building young guys. Championships don't mean anything. Um, you know what? I got a hot take. I don't think they're moving necessarily too fast. They're just not developing stories behind stuff.
To make it have a meaning.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, if you really follow these people from like, I thought Trick was in NXT too long. Obi, I thought was in there too long. I mean, Ricky Saints was already. You're getting the top tier talent coming out of NXT. It's just there's no follow through on who they're gonna because there's no more Sheamuses, there's no more Mizes, there's no one passing the baton to say. I think the people having heat, and I mean, a lot of fans are more cautious of the developmental system, so they already know who these people are. So, um, I don't know. I think it's still be interested to see. Um, Next week we should have a preview. I'm hoping some more matches, so we can definitely dive in on some more SummerSlam matches and see what else crazy nonsense they got going on. Oh, and then Danhausen, isn't he highlighting Saturday night main event? He's
Oh yeah, because they're in New York. They're gonna be here at MSG. I know that place is gonna go crazy.
Shout out to
Um,
Danhausen
because
holding it
I've been
down.
seeing they're gonna try to get Jalen Brunson in there. Um, to capitalize off of Knicks winning the championship. I feel like it was a missed opportunity to not have him at the parade. That was whoever's on TKO board that didn't let that happen. You should be eviscerated because that was a big money opportunity to build your brand, and you chose not to have Danhausen at that parade on the float with the Knicks with the mayor.
Facts.
Flop.
But hey, TKO, if y'all listening, Triple H, y'all listening, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about the I'm Not Capping podcast. It's the main event. It is Josh. It is Sheem. Y'all already know the slogan, man. Lying is a skill. Capping is not.